Good afternoon, all. We gather here today to celebrate International Women's Day 2023. I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you present here. Each year, this event is celebrated in a different manner. This year, we have an amalgamation of a short welcome program followed by a talk by our invited speaker, Professor Anjana Vyas. To tread upon this journey of celebrating womanhood, I request my colleague, Mr. Shivam, to kindly welcome all present here in his own musical way.
Om Deva Deva Om Deva Deva Namaha 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 Om Deva Deva कविता कुछ दर दरी है, कवि सारा कवि सावन मनोरावन कवि राजपाल कवि राजपाल कवि महाराज कवि कवि जय क्या हमारा कुछ ऐसा करके दिखा हंसे नहीं कुछ नहीं कुछ
Thank you, Shivam. Once again, a big round of applause for that beautiful singing. Next is an interesting presentation by Jyoti and Pankaj from Registrar's Office that actually celebrates PRS women in its own unique way.
खोलो खोलो दरवाजे पर्दे करो किनारे खूंटे से बंदी है हवा में लेके छुड़ाओ सारे आ जाओ पतंग लेके अपने ही रंग लेके आसमां का शामियाना आज हमें है सजाना क्यों इस कदर हैरान तू मौसम का है मेहमान तू ओ दुनिया सजी तेरे लिए खुद को जरा पहचान तू तू धूप है छम से बिखर तू है नदी रह चल कहीं उड़ चल कहीं दिल खुश जहां तेरी कोमल से है बंधी
रंग पर से भीगे चुनर वाली रंग भर से भीगे चुनर वाली रंग भर से
घायल परिंदा है तू, दिखला के जिंदा है तू, आती है तुझमें हौसला तेरे जुनून के आगे अंबर परागे मांगे, करता दे तू जो फैसला
टूटी तकदीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरों से ही हो। हाँ हे पान दी गलोरी अठा सूट दा लहरी हटे मार दी किलोरी चुगली मेल मेल के झूठ बांध के चट चकोटे जाओ बोला तेरा मुझे घर गाली पिटानी उसकी कदम कदम रखवाली आगे लोग की लाज की सोच सोच के क्यों है आप तूने नाम रब का नाम साई का अली 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 नाम रब का नाम साई का अली 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 शब्द का शब्द का
दिल के टुकड़े करने वालों से अब मैं खुद से लड़ गई हूँ, अब मैं हद से बढ़ गई हूँ, जो चाहे कर ले जमाना, अब मैं जिद पे अड़ गई हूँ, अब मैं खुद से लड़ गई हूँ, अब मैं हद से बढ़ गई हूँ, जो चाहे कर ले जमाना, अब मैं जिद पे अड़ गई हूँ.
So that was such a beautiful presentation. We all actually relived the memories and we really look forward to another such presentation next year. So keep clicking whatever you do. Okay, so next we move on to the next program, which is a dance performance by Miss Sana Ahmed. And she is trying to display the idea of breaking the barriers and stereotypes by means of a dance. Sana.
किस्मत में बातें हैं राहों में कांटे और मैं भी हूँ सिद्धियाँ हूँ किस्मत के आड़े मैं रोके नको तू राह में उठूं पिछले तोड़ कर फैलाऊंगा मैं पर तुझे कितना है जोर तू लगा ले मगर हंस के कट जाएगा ना झुकेगा ये सर जान लेके किस्मत में बातें हैं राहों में कांटे हैं हजारों में आग है जितनी है हूँ खोलना मेरा इतना में फिर भी खाक सारों खाक ही काफी बस मुझको है खामोशी मेरी बेजुबान से मैं रहा बेगुनाह सदा मैं रहा बेजुबान से मैं रहा बेगुनाह सदा सवाल है ये दौरान है गाली सपनों की रात हाथों में तुम्ही आंखों में जलती उम्मीद है आखिरी ना मिला मौका ना मिली माफी करो कितनी सजा और बाकी बेजुबान से मैं रहा बेगुनाह सदा मैं रहा बेजुबान से मैं रहा बेगुनाह सदा
Thank you, Sana. That filled us all with positivity indeed. So, as we move towards the next part of the event, I request our director Professor Anil Bharadwaj to kindly address us with a few words. Over to you, sir.
नमस्कार। आप सभी को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। अभी जो हमने हमारे इस प्रोग्राम में झलकियां देखी, तो आप सभी को पता लग गया होगा कि हमारी महिलाएं कितनी सशक्त और प्रभावशाली हैं और पीआरएल में क्या क्या अनूठे कार्यकलाप करती हैं। इसमें से कुछ झलकियां नहीं दिखाई गई, उसका मैं उदाहरण आपको देना चाहूंगा। होली वाला जो आप लोगों को सीन दिखाए गए, वो एक्चुअली होली नहीं थी। आप लोग अगर रियली में फोटोग्राफ्स देखती हैं तो आपको पता लगता कि क्या किया गया था उसमें, और जो लोग मौजूद थे उन लोगों को शायद याद होगा, राइट। जोक्स अपार्ट, तो आज का ये दिवस हमारी सभी महिला सहकर्मियों के लिए और महिला सहकर्मियों के साथ साथ पुरुष सहकर्मियों के लिए भी है, क्योंकि एक और एक मिलकर ही 11 बनते हैं। तो जो हम आज महिला दिवस मना रहे हैं, ये रोज ही मनाने का आयोजन होना चाहिए और होता है। पीआरएल में खासतौर पर जो कार्यक्रम किए जाते हैं, उसमें कभी भी आप देखिएगा ये महिलाओं की बहुत बड़ी योगदान भागीदारी रहती है, चाहे वो किसी प्रकार के प्रोग्राम हो, इंक्लूडिंग स्पोर्ट्स। और आपने देखा यहाँ रस्साकशी या क्या बोलते हैं उसको, टग ऑफ वार, तो उसमें भी महिलाओं ने बड़ा बढ़ चढ़कर भाग लिया। और जो लास्ट एपिसोड था जिसमें कि 2 प्रतिद्वंदी महिलाओं टीमों के बीच में प्रतियोगिता थी, उसमें तो दोनों टीमों ने बड़ी जोर शोर से पूरी जान लगा दी। उसके बाद खैर उनको पता लगा होगा क्या हुआ नेक्स्ट डे, बट दे आर रियली स्पोर्टिव इन द इवेंट, दे आर रियली स्पोर्टिव इन द इवेंट। और इसी प्रकार से मैं खासतौर पर बताना चाहूंगा अपनी जो मेहमान हैं हमारे इंदु कपूर जी, जो आईसीसी की मेंबर हैं, और हमारी नई आईसीसी की मेंबर प्रोफेसर अंजना व्यास जी को, कि हमारे यहाँ महिलाओं में फुटबॉलर हैं और क्या कहते हैं उसको, कराटे प्लेयर हैं। और जो एक एपिसोड आपने शायद देखा, उसमें हमारी बहुत ही यंग, शायद है आज के नहीं है, खड़ी हो जाओ जरा, हाँ, he was actually giving training to all the male colleagues how to safeguard yourself। और ये हमने दोनों ही अपने कैंपसेस में किया। नवरंगपुरा में एक दिन किया और दूसरे दिन हमने अल्पेश में किया, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि हमारी महिलाएं भी अपने को स्वयं सक्षम बनाएं। एक बात था कि, और मैं चाहूंगा कि आप खासतौर से गुजारिश कर रहा हूँ, प्रोग्राम की तरफ से ही 1-2 महीने बाद के गैप पर फिर से करती है, कि हमारे यहाँ कुछ महिला होंगी जो उस समय भाग नहीं ले पाई हो, और साथ तौर पर जो जिनको ट्रेनिंग मिली है वो उसको फिर से प्रयास करें। और आज हमारे बीच हैं प्रोफेसर अंजना व्यास, जो कि हमको व्याख्यान देंगी, और ये हमारी नई आईसीसी की मेंबर हैं। तो ये एक अच्छा क्या कह सकते हैं अवसर है अंजना जी का हमारे कैंपस में आने का। उनको सभी जितनी भी महिलाएं हैं सभी से मिलने का मौका मिल रहा है। और हमारी पुरानी आईसीसी की मेंबर अंजना इंदु कपूर को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि उन्होंने हमारा बहुत सहयोग दिया है। तो लास्ट ऑलमोस्ट लाइक 15 she was wonderful in dealing with many of the things which was required from her. One member of the ICC. All should thank her for this. मेरा 10 मिनट खत्म हो गया है। 2 मिनट्स मोर। अब क्या बोलूं, बोलने के लिए कुछ बचा नहीं। तो अंत में मैं आप सभी को पुनः राष्ट्रीय महिला दिवस, इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं, बधाई देता हूं। और ये महिला दिवस एग्जैक्टली एक हफ्ते बाद मनाया जा रहा है केरल में। 8 वाले दिन आप जानते हैं कि महिला दिवस। एक साथ मुझे आज सुबह सुबह एक मैसेज मिला इंदु कपूर जी का, तो वो मैं मेंशन करना चाहूंगा कि 15 मार्च 1980 को इंदु कपूर जी ने जो वो मैं थोड़ा देख लूँ, मुझे ध्यान 15 March 1980 joined the Vikram Sarabhai Community Science Center, right? It's 43 years. And this movement or project actually lead to the formation of change. So this is one good event which has happened exactly on the same. Because of this also, she must have felt the change required that Chetna should be there. I personally visited Chetna, I know. And wonderful job. You need to do that. So, thank you all for hearing and listening.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद इतने सरल और सुंदर शब्दों में हम सबका प्रोत्साहन करने के लिए। आगे बढ़ते हुए मेघा भाई इंट्रोड्यूस और इनवाइटेड।
Thank you, Pragya. With great pleasure, I introduce today's speaker, Professor Anjana Vyas. He proves that age is just a number, as she is active in her field now for more than 42 years. During her long association with the SAPT University, she was positioned as Dean, Faculty of Geomatics and Space Application, Acting Dean, Faculty of Technology, Program Chair, Executive Director, Senior Consultant, Center for Applied Geomatics. Her specialization is in geospatial technology, remote sensing, and geographic information system, urban planning, infrastructure, environment, and the list goes on. Professor Vyas is the one who started the master's program in geomatics at SAPT University, the first in the entire state of Gujarat. Her passion is imparting knowledge and motivation through teaching and research and dissemination activities in the areas of urban planning, smart cities, environment, natural resources, and data sciences at national and international levels. She holds PhD in economics and 2 master degrees. She has published more than 100 research papers and several book chapters. She is an expert in bringing money to the university because she has availed grants for more than 50 research projects from ISRO, DST, MOES, MOEF, and international organizations like World Bank, UN, and ISPRS as project leader. She has graced key positions in International Society of Photogrammetry and Remote Sensing. She is member of expert committee of various divisions of DST, vice president of the ISRS, ISG, INCA for 3 decades, associate editor of the Journal of the Indian Society of Remote Sensing. She has a long list of awards on her name, so I can't mention all of them, just a few which I would like to mention. She got Best Teacher Award from PGPU, International Women Premium Award, JCD Vidyapeeth Award, Global Visionary Iconic Award, Daughter of Gujarat, Brahma Gaurav Award, National Geospatial Applications Award, and the list is really long. Professor Anjana Vyas is recently facilitated for her outstanding contribution to Indian Society of Remote Sensing. She is a fellow of Indian Society of Remote Sensing and Indian Society of Geomatics. So with this, I invite Professor Anjana Vyas to guys. Thank you.
That confused how to start not only after production gradually I worked so long, so probably I have time to get so many things to that, but more so thoughts you are doing. I was talking to the director Ravidwas about me being non-scientist, my experience with the science. Because I have been asked to go to Indian Society of Remote Sensing, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing in Dehradun to study remote sensing. I'm not, I've not studied physics, mathematics, whatever was there in school. Interest even that. I studied that, but when I studied, I met scientists. After study, Space Application Center is here, PRL. I was regular visitor of that. Except is just across the road. I found more friendlier. Of course, I never repented that I would have been a scientist by my age. But having my economics, urban planning, and I could able to read on more. And hence I was a little bit off. Confused that what do I talk to you? How do I? It was my emotion and I started with, but I must thank Director Shri Bhattaraji women scientist Sil, Dr. Sheetal Patel, to bring me here, to meet you, share my views, talk to you. And the time when I entered here, I'm really feeling very happy. Dr. Sheetal said, I thought that you may be feeling little new in this environment, but it looks like we are very homely because I know quite a few people who are sitting on the front seat here. And maybe I might not have much. So thank you. Thank you very much. I'd also like to quote one of the points written here that nobody is going to entertain you unless you want to be. It's written by you, some who is prepared to slide. And that really, point what we as a woman have to think, understand. Do we want to be underprivileged? Underprivileged is what? Just let it go. It's not that I want and I don't want. But since it is not coming to me, let it go. Even that we can consider it. It is not that always you are discriminated. It's happening. Everyday life, in society, in family, in friends, in neighborhoods, wherever we find there is always a discrimination. But how do we define important point, the important aspect, important outlook from our side? What really I am? Am I able to know? Am I able to gauge myself? Who am I? Beyond my name, beyond my education qualification, beyond my professional career? That is extremely important question for us to search ourselves. When I was told to talk, I was just looking to the previous year's theme. And you saw the theme of today, digital technology for gender equality. Yeah, globalization from 19. We are expanding economy and simultaneously with understanding about standard of living. Sustainable development goals is also mentioning several things about child and women health, underprivileged women especially, who are the backbone of the society, and all those 16 goals needs to be attained by 2030. Just years, and we will be there. So what we are celebrating, we are changing the theme. Society, UNESCO is doing UNI active about all of those things, and there I read out. In previous year, the title, the theme was Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. 21, Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in COVID-19 world. 2020, I'm Generation Equality, Me being woman, realizing women's right. One more here I would like to read out, which is think equal, build smart, innovate for change. What is common in all? Common in all is gender, quality, innovation, sustainable, and each word is a $1 billion important word. Know the meaning of the word. But where is it standing? It's standing there. Are we able to reach there? Gender equality. That's okay. You know, this International Women's Day started officially from 1977 after Russian Revolution. It is a radical stand taken there where men and women fought to be equal. Today we are in 2020. A lot of things has changed. Nothing has remained static, but we have to see. One is the quality, quantity, volume, extent, where, how, what. And we know in each of those row, we have columns to be filled in, and that is what is our progress. I don't say achievement, but progress, right? And that is what is very important. Why we celebrate? We say celebrate. It's an event we are sitting together, meeting together, sharing our good moments, and enjoying. That is called celebration. We are doing for two things. One is we are sharing our achievement. Go to see what we are, what we have done, what we have achieved, not in the form of rewards and awards alone, but also action and activities, performances, giving us a path for the future to go, grow. Of course, there are enormous obstacles, both. And for both, we want to remember those, we don't want to remember those obstacles which are there. We share our happy moment, but with that we try to reduce the intensity of the obstacles. Hence, Women's Day is considered or is called for an action. We compile moments and we try to make a plan for. So let's just come to something of an achievements. The positive part of our day. I remember two people. One, Gandhiji, great leader, freedom fighter, a hero who brought many women into freedom fighting. The other is Rabindranath Tagore, a literary scholar. Gandhiji, I met a few Gandhiji's. He was telling that women are very slow in keeping or giving up the tradition and customs. They really are strong to see that this custom should continue. So he used the word they are slow. But simultaneously also mentioned in his literature that because of that, they could understand what is good and what is bad, and selection is always for the good. So women can cherish the adaptation of the good part of the customs and traditions. He was also against of the gender biases for education, gender bias for vocational training and occupation. He emphasized the self-reliance and political rights of the man and a woman, boy and a girl. The equitable power structure was also Gandhiji's. We all know, and it is also told by Gandhiji, spiritual strength, and they are having infinite strength. And you saw the strength even in a dance playing, so much energy. And you saw tug of war and other games, all full of energy, emotions, happiness, cheerfulness, polarity. I go to Rabindranath Tagore. He brought strong and progressive woman to the forefront in his novel, who defied conventional expectations. He questions perceptions that challenge women's spirit. Renamayi, a character, a woman character who brought up climbing the trees and playing ball with the boys. And she wasn't comfortable with the traditional marriage systems or just getting the social structure which was prevailing then. And traditional concept of marriage, she was opposed to that. Vinodini, Chokarbali, you know. She doesn't like the dictatorship of a patriarchal society. The girls used to get married, old man dies, the girl become widow, and then she's confined in a typical restrictions. No life for her other than worshipping God or few rituals. She didn't do that. And here, she's narrated as she's an educated woman. So it is a power of education. The lesson we can learn. Brinan. She left the house of the regressive in-laws. Divorce generally is being given by the male counterpart and not the female counterpart. And this is the change. But Tagore has put all of these things into a character. So this is the character mentions the free to make your own choice. You have a choice. Kalyani, Aparajita, if you have read through. She's divorced, but married. But then she spent her life to teach underprivileged women. And she understood that with the education, the mindset of those underprivileged women will change, and then they will fearlessly be able to fearlessly chase their dreams. Last, Lavanya. Lavanya in Shishir Kobita. She fall in love with an Oxford graduated boy, Amit. And she had a question that any romantic relationship should converge into a marriage. It's depicted that she has searched, identified, understood that she and Amit are very different personalities. And she understood how to stay together, how to live together. But here Tagore's voice is that you don't have to marry when parents are asking you to marry to the person. You can also make your own choice. So these are the characters and views by Gandhiji and Rabindranath Tagore I just wanted to bring forward to you. Earlier era, on majority of photographs, and I see majority of you are very young. So what is today? These are all old days, and how we have to look from today's perception. Young people, modern culture, dynamics are different, spending behavior is different. Things. The world has changed. So, I give another example. As I told you that women, this is for the women, so sorry for the man, but I'm just trying to build courage, the avenues, opportunities for the women. So with this recent thing, government supports to those women. And you know, even the girl turned woman completed her studies, she has joined the job, and now she's getting married in another city. Our culture mentions that she has to go to the other city. She adopts a family, goes there, her job is not. She has to find another job. But she may take a time to get adjusted in family and then search for a job. Or she has a family responsibility, in-laws or old parents, healthcare, and is the one who has to. Who generally leaves also the job. Nothing new or nothing awkward, nothing wrong as well. But wrong needs to be corrected. No? Government of India, through the Department of Science and Technology, has come forward since 2003-04. The program has been instituted for this women who has a break their career. If those women wants to come back to the professional career, get a job, generally no one gives you job after 4 or 5 years of break because you become obsolete. You don't know whatever is happening now. Probably that is one of the reasons you are rejected to get the job. So this scheme of even scientists gives you an opportunity to write the proposal, defense the proposal, get the funding. minimum 2 years, maximum 3 years. You have every month salary, you have travel grant, you have computer or laptop, you have chemicals or any inputs you want, software you want to buy, everything is under that budget. And this is for the age group of 25 to 57 year of women, any women can apply for this project, and one gets it. And not necessarily one project, multiple projects one by one. And what happens? While getting this project, women can write research papers, can travel to attend the conferences and seminars, and also be given some responsibility by the mentor, and she gets motivated, she gets all benefits. Of course, the mentor also gets benefit because the papers have been published and all. Institution will get benefit because the whole some overheads or some money will also go to that. It's a win-win situation, and that's why these things are happening. Wonderful scheme. Now, 2003, 4 and 22, 23. Government wants to assess that where these women are, whether these women are actually the objective of that particular program is being attained or not. And roughly 5,000 women got benefited. And not all got captured because of email change, address change, whatsoever it is, but almost little less than 3,000 women were able to trust and ask them survey questions. 3 things to assess. One is how much socially they got recognition, because they were just housewives. They were living all of those things. They were considered like free good. You do this and you do that, and you yourself also do something, and you are under the different umbrella of understanding of your work profile. As soon as you start working, you start getting money home, people would understand, recognize that you have a potential. Economically, you become stronger, self-dependent. And professionally, you get recognized. These are the 3 very important aspects for which these schemes are there, and we have investigated that. I'm an expert committee member for this since many years, but even this project I handled as a national coordinator. I have 13 other people from different parts of the nation. PI. And then we have come out with strong reasoning and strong suggestions to improve or change this program partially. It goes very well, actually speaking. The women whom we could able to get, they are doing extremely well according to their age group and all. They are either SRF, GRF or assistant professor, or even working at a very higher level of. And some of them have gained IPR, some of them have gained the position, and some of them have started startup their own. So extremely well. They are also available if you want to see on the institute website. We have put even best practices. We have compiled 100 women, and then those are also there into that across the nation. They are telling what they are, what they have attained and all, and no biases. We haven't remained in any picture. They have to tell what they are. And it is not even scrutinized that the best thing only has been put up. It is just their story, not even best practice. We just said that women's story, what they are putting, and they are also nice somewhere that they have even given the words of wisdom for the other women who would like to get into that. As far as for a kind of a lighter part, even state government or stamp duty, revenue department. I mean, if you buy a house, the man for your wife, on your wife's name as a first or your daughter name or something, you get 4% reduction in the stamp duty. You don't have to pay to the stamp duty. Yeah. So giving a recognition to the women, there are different ways and different mechanisms, not only by women themselves, but also by the government, state or center, is really actively looking, because they understand women is also a power. Women is also a backbone of the society, right? And that is what is the one. And I think if I ask randomly any 5 women, I think they have something great story to tell. I tell you my mother's story. After a condolence meeting of my father, the same day my mother called me and she said, from tomorrow you are going to your office. And because down the line, 5-6 days after, I had already organized one international conference, and 168 out of that 70 participation was from abroad. And this was like 4 or 5 months I was working for that. And I was looking at her. And home, me and my mother, 2 of us were only women. And she said, I said, how about you? She said that it's okay, I'll manage, but you should go because you have taken a lot of responsibility. I'll give you half an hour to come back because there are certain rituals, you have to perform the rituals, but you come back. A mother, she always look for her daughter's growth, development. Her blessings are always there. And my mother, at the age of 86, she is using WhatsApp. She is really choosing the messages or something and she is sending to her favorite relatives. Not all. And she knows all of those things. Her day job, when I am out of home, she just does that and she is very happy. She's living her life with the technology. Today's our thing is innovation and technology. She is just using technology. She wasn't going, but she understood in no time. She made certain mistakes, but that's fine. Everybody can understand that at this age. Some mistakes can go. She doesn't have to send to somebody and it goes to someone and some questions arise. But that's okay. And that is what I'm telling, that all men and women who are sitting here, their mother, their sister, women in your home are having the characteristics what my mother's. I'm telling you. I'm on the dais with the microphone. I'm telling you. But if you come here, you have great stories of your mother. It's important. Mythologically also. Talk about Radha Krishna, Sitaram. So the goddess name is first, followed by God name. That is how we worship. Yeah, you may question me that Shiva Shakti, we don't say, we say Shankar Parvati or Shiva Shakti. Yeah, I should have said that also because we do all for that. Yin and Yang is also Chinese name. What does that mean? They're different. Shiva and Shakti. One is black, one is white, right? So they are all opposite, different. Okay. But they are interconnected forces. And hence we consider Shakti is a power to make interconnected the strength of human being in any of the respect or any of the aspects. We need to look from different perspectives I have a lot to talk, but let me not be just a teacher because I'm a professor and given the microphone. You may have to sit until dinner and then you will abuse me, or your uh, parent or mother at home will really want my photograph to see that who she is, that she has been really came in between two of you, your love and care. The last words, technology and innovation. Very, very common words we are using. But how do we use these for the women empowerment? Technology is accessible to every one of us. You being scientist, I left the half thing, very simple, very accessible, very polite, and happy to help. Even if we don't need help, you are helping us. Okay, that scientist nature I have experienced through my life, and those people you are, I understand that the meaning of technology innovation is not a new thing for anyone, but for us. How to see STEM? We see that that is a lag where women are not getting onto. If you see the women enrolled, girl student enrolled across the road, except university, architecture, engineering, planning, all the departments, 65% of girl students are studying. But when we see not here, it is a special occasion, but everyone is here, then you find they are meager in number. As the growth path goes, the pyramid goes narrower. Where are they evaporated? We are, and we have to consciously see the position and empowerment. Like in urban governance, we have 1/3 participation to the women. When you are giving for voting, you know that there is one woman whom you have to give because there will be 2 men, 1 woman, at least because 1/3, right? But stories are there that women are just for the sake of that, but her husband or her brother will do all decision making. More so is in rural area and slowly small in urban area. But it is changed. Now you see mayors are also women and they go, they dress well and they give very good lecture in even in US or anywhere. I mean, internationally they go and they speak. And I'm sorry, but our mayor, male mayor, speak in Gujarati. Somebody has to translate it and put it across. This is what I say. This is technology, science and technology, innovation, whatever we can call it, for the purpose of today or for the purpose of women. The guts, the strength, sincerity, hardworking. ये करना है तो करना ही है, बस खत्म. आपको देखना नहीं है, मैं करके रखूंगी. That attitude, I think 80% of the women has. Even underdeprived, who has no voice in their family, still they are doing. What happens in your home when marriages are occurred? You have to ask only grandmother, not the papa or grandfather. Yeah, everything is done by women. Our society, it is nothing new. So, this is simple, easy. Not only to understand, but also to act. But I'll tell you the thing. I would like to make my last words. To bring a revolutionary change, breaking the barriers and create an inclusive environment at all level, local to global level. What we need is to realize a desire for a change and put an effort for achieving it. If we don't have desire, let it go as I started beginning. Nothing is reaching to us. So we have to make it. We can make it together. It's happening. And you know, first I started with what are the 5 years of theme of International Women Day, all talking about gender equality and something like that. Can we not see that next decade such things will not be there in International Women Day? There will be something different. With the women empowerment, the strength, positioning, we don't need bichara. We don't need that, oh sorry. We don't need hati jayanti. Why? We are having so many things, and I have not touched any of those Sanskrit shloka and all of those things just to bring forward for you, which all of us know. But still, why we are in the center of that and we are just weaving around that a pole? Can we not cut that to make a string and reach to somewhere else? And I wish we can. You can, and we all can do that with the help of men, with the help of women, together, like Shiva and Shakti. Together, I think we can do that. And I believe, I request, I feel that we all, as a women, to cherish ourselves, but with a desire to achieve something. We can do it. You can do it. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for such an engaging and enriching talk. You weave through how literature, social reformers, how government uplifted women, and at personal levels, how each of us can actually let the other counterpart, whoever it is, to get uplifted in life. So, this is a question answer session, and okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, yeah, anybody has any question to ask? Is there a question? Okay. So, yeah.
Oh, yes.
How many lady faculties are there compared to?
There's many. I don't have exact number, but
What is the
we
ratio?
are ratio maybe more women than men.
More
Even we have deans are
at
women.
faculty level. At faculty level.
Faculty, I'm talking about faculty member,
That's
not
great.
student. I already told.
Yeah.
Even deans, like today, I think out of 5 faculty, 4 faculty, 3 faculty as a women dean. Earlier it was 4 faculty as a women dean. Even I remain as a dean. Twice dean and 1 time acting dean. You have to prove yourself. You know, I mean,
That's very good.
you have to prove yourself. It is not somebody else.
So how it has been done? Can you tell something how it has been achieved? In other institutes, you don't find such a ratio. How it has been achieved? Can you guide us?
Very difficult question, but I can just answer in a manner that if there is not, I don't consider that discrimination is the only problem, and we see that why women are not here. It's not only that. Women also have to take that as a challenge and put forward. Yeah, there. I mean, I don't say that all those negative aspects of obstacles for the women are not there. They are there. But if we determine, we can achieve that. Other universities, when you are talking, I have absolutely no experience about that, about how the recruitments are being taken up and all. My job started in SEPT, ended in SEPT, so, and is a very different organization. Ford Foundation has supported. That's a typically American system and those things. But I think all those renowned university like Nirma, PDPU, Ahmedabad University, you find a large number of women who are teachers, who are deans or having a position. Even Gujarat University, several Sivsa College and few colleges, I met some ladies, they are principals of that. So it is not there that the positions are kept vacant and only for male. No, it is not there. Okay. Some of those things may be undercurrent, but ultimately it is we the women who have to make ourselves motivated to reach to that. And if we are deprived, for example, then fight back. Work back again. Because one opportunity you lost does not mean that entire world is over for you. You can try different way, differently, and likewise. Because you see, this is not a platform to talk about maybe the corruption or this kind of deprivation and other things. It is only your own culture, your own opportunity, your own things. I mean, two women in the same home are professors at different places, me and Sept and my Babi in another university. She is not able to do so many things. I understand that. But then I also saw her that she is confined with certain things and she has taken it for granted. It does not mean that she is not doing anything. So it is all this thing you have to place before to make it happen. It happens. તમે લાઈનમાં ઉભા રહો ને તમને કશું નથી મળતું ને બેન જાય ને એટલે તરત જ બધું મળી જાય છે ને રેશનની દુકાન હોય કે રેલવેની ટિકિટ હોય બરાબર છે ને મળી જાય છે તો પછી આ જગ્યા તો મળે જ ને એમને લેવી નથી ભાઈ પ્રશ્ન એ છે કે એમને લેવી નથી તમારા માટે એમણે છોડી દીધી લેવી હોય તો એ બધું જ લઈ શકે એમ છે એ તો ખુમારીની વાત નથી હકીકતની વાત છે Yeah.
We have been celebrating this international. Really feel that there is awareness because of this the society.
Yeah, it has. Certain things are there. I'll just give a small example. A birthday of a daughter or a boy in a home. If you celebrate with friends and family, what happens? It gets an impact. So when we are together, now today is an impact, It is an awareness, dissemination. How you extrapolate the situation is important. Dr. Bharadwaj told that girl, I forgot her name, sorry, that you do after 2 months again to teach them. So there is a leadership, but there is also a call for the resource available and call for demand. Both are there. Now there is something is needed to just join in. That's it. And it happened. Coming back to your question of, because it is not only PRL or XYZ is only, all NGOs, all institutions, that corporations and Chamber of Commerce, everybody is celebrating this. If you ask 8th March some women to speak, you will not find. that much. Sorry. Because everybody is occupied, start from 1st March till end of March, okay? I still have 2 more lectures to be given. And I'll not repeat the same, sorry. I'll do something else for them. But it is because last year when I was asked for the Chamber of Commerce to talk, and we had it was a panel discussion, so we fight, right? In panel discussion, we don't appreciate others talking. We have to give something for me to show something differently. And we say, why celebration? Is it that, something, it is insulting to celebrate a woman who is deprived, is having so many problems, and we are celebrating International Women's Day. Some issue has emerged out of this like that, and that lady was not wrong. Why we consider this as a celebration? And we say that, why not? Right? Why not it to be celebrated? Because it is not that only negative aspect, limitations, weaknesses only to be discussed. If we talk, the power, empowerment, the challenges, the achievement, the progress, there are a lot there. Then why not? The daughter who danced, right? And such a fabulous. I saw one of the photograph of karate or something done by girl. Okay, a strength. Yeah. Garba, everything is a strength, but that strength, some strength is bringing you the achievement. You can make yourself felt presence. Your presence is felt. If it is so, it is automatically recognized. I was just told that I used to come earlier here often, and then all this part is been newly done. Very nice. Green has increased a lot and all. There's a change, right? Change in my mind is a positive change or something like that. So the change is always occurring. Change is in the mind of a person, on the eyes of a person who is viewing it. And that is what I was also trying to say, that we are talking from 1977, women empowerment. And we will also talk a decade after, but there we should have a 360-degree change. We will not talk much about this kind of abusing or discriminating and other thing, but we'll talk more about, look at this area, sports, look at the music, dance, academics, science, all are there. What is my, the output of my report, research report, what we did it for the Department of Science and Technology? Women are getting shy. They're not coming out. They always, I'm not sure why is the reason, but I can see that women are always nurtured with some support. Like, women has to have some support, otherwise they can't do anything. And that's why this women scientist scheme, what we were looking into that the progress of the women, some of those are very small way, slower way and likewise. But when they achieve, like, there is another girl similar of your name, okay, and Megha only, and that is there in DST site, and she was from some small, college graduated from Gujarat University, botany or chemistry department somewhere. She is now a big entrepreneur, and she told, and we had a discussion, and she said that I wasn't sure after my master's, what will I do? I have my small kid at home, and I see naughty they are and spending time. I'll find some job and do it and all. And she got to know, I have done some lecture sessions for open to universities, 3-4 universities about this program to just make an awareness. And she applied, she got it because she was actually intelligent. And she said that I was not able to gauge myself that I can do it. That is what is the problem. So either opportunity should go to you or you have to go and grab the opportunity. Now whichever is the circumstances, we have to work for them. Me is a case, live in front of you. I'm an economist, urban planner. What to do with remote sensing? What to do with the astronauts? I'm meeting. We are meeting every 2 years with all astronauts and these and that, and a lot of people and other. I'm a chairperson of Intercommission Working Group of this remote sensing. Blah 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 blah. Okay, my CV is 24 pages of those positions if I write. Okay. I'm not posing that now to here. But the point is that you have to grab the upper. Nobody came in search for me that where are you? We want you to be here. Now they are calling me. That, okay, madam has identified me to be with you. Okay. So, but you have to be at one level. Identify. And all men sitting here, please give regards to your mother, your wife, your daughter, a lot. Okay. If they will do something, it is all you. It's a family. So we have to actually, and it's easy also. I'm not telling it is too tough. And I always tell that if I can do it, you all can easily do it. I was totally, I don't know how I was intellectual. I was just a mediocre student, mediocre thing. Dharma, khunama beteli, always. We have a lot of guests. I used to cook and I have no friends. Because you know, tumhari paase. Today I don't remain at home. Probably the opportunity which has come to me, I have grabbed those. And probably that may be appropriate for me, or I might have worked hard for that, or whatever. But if a simple girl can do something, I mean, with inferiority personality and not too good caliber or whatever it is, can do it. And it's not me. There may be many of those in line. But you have so many things. I saw your photographs. They are not getting out of my eyes, you know. So wonderfully it is done, and all of you are young. Probably. It is. You don't have to wait for the opportunity to come to you. Find an opportunity and bring back. પતંગ રમો પતંગ કાપીને લઈ માંજો શું કહેવાય એને just પકડો those. Don't let it loose. You will grab it, you will have it. અને આ બધી વાર્તા નથી, હકીકતો છે. તમે કોઈ પણ વિમેનના જો બાયોગ્રાફી વાંચશો તો આવું જ હશે. આ ઇન્દુ કપૂર નામ, એની પણ બાયોગ્રાફી તમે વાંચશો ને તો આવું જ બધું કંઈક જાડા જાડા જ હશે. કોઈની લાઈફ સિમ્પલ નથી હોતી. દિવાળીમાં એકવાર આપણે જાળા કાઢીએ, એમાં આપણે રોજ કાઢવા પડે આપણા મગજમાંથી. રાઈટ? That is what is our job to do. We are the best cook in the kitchen. Why can't we be the best cook for our life? Let our life with the fragrance and
Yeah. So is there anybody else who wants to ask something or say anything? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful talk. I would request our director to kindly hand over a memento to ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. So next is a report by our chair for the Women's Cell, Professor Shubhavati Goswami.
So I just wanted to summarize the activities that the IC of the Internal Committee and the Women's Cell have done all through the year, the awareness programs which we have done, sometimes with the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav Committee, also with them. So on 22nd August, we had arranged one orientation program for new women employees on sexual harassment at workplace in an interactive session. It was conducted by Ms. Mallika Singh, who has wide experience on gender mainstreaming and safe workplace. It was very well because, it was very interactive, and we wish to organize such a session for all employees in future. Then on 9th December, a session was arranged to commemorate the POSH Act, the Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Workplace, which came on this date in 2013. And prior to this, we organized one essay competition on sexual harassment at workplace, challenges and solutions. And actually, we received many essays and very relevant points were raised. And there are some of the points which, even I thought that I have not thought about. So it was very, very good. I congratulate all my young colleagues who participated in this and raised those nice points. We would like to have our webpage, the webpage section of, and I see where we can somehow put all these things. And on 25th November, along with the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav Committee, the IC and Women's Cell of PRL conducted a special lecture cum interactive session on the because it was the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Now, I think very sorry that such days exist, and I echo what Professor Vyas said, that we look forward to the time when such days are not there. We don't have to do any of these things. And then during March, on 1st March and 2nd March, as Professor Bharadwaj mentioned, our own Shreya conducted self-defense session in Taekwondo, and it was really good, and she conducted it in air and in private. And actually, we planned that after some time we will have every Friday, because as he said, we will forget what we have learned, and there are people who may not be there, and it was only half an hour session. In that half an hour, we really learned a lot. So I think that that was we had discussed that whether 5 to 5:30 every Friday, we can have such a session. So then on 6th March, Dr. Shital Patel talked to our contractual workers on violence against women, especially domestic violence. And we also arranged one poster competition on Stop Domestic Violence, and these posters will be here outside, so please take a look. And there are some prizes for these posters which will be announced later. And on 7th March, we had a Dr. Vibha Chaudhary Memorial Lecture by Dr. Rama Govindrajan. So this is also to, have women role models to showcase the achievements of women in science. And as Professor Bharadwaj said, we could not have the Women's Day on 8th March, so we had it on this day on 15th March, and we had a very renowned speaker, and she spoke about women's strength and the kind of imposter syndromes which women face, which also may be related to the environment and upbringing, and how they can overcome it. I wanted to tell one or two things about this topic, why it's very interesting. I think all of you remember this ad, What an Idea Surgery. Before COVID, this idea ad showed us that, with technology, how we can reach remote areas, how, people in remote village can gain education. And then during COVID, actually, this topic is very relevant because we have seen the online platform, the reach of the online platform, and personally, I can tell you that when I started, I was a PDF in PRL, we didn't have telephone at home.
because it would take a lot of time to get a telephone, and there was a scheme of getting a telephone in a short time, which was very expensive. We didn't have that much money. And so, every day when I come to office, leaving my 1-year-old daughter at home, I will be very, very worried. And now you see, we have mobile, we can have a video talk, and, now my daughter is in US, but I can talk to her every day on video. So this is, and it gives you in your workplace, you can work with much more concentration, with much less worry. So I think that the digital platform, the digital technology has a lot of effect. It can, help in empowering women. But when UN organized this day, when they took up this theme, they have also seen that there are some discriminations as far as access to digital platforms are concerned. For instance, if you consider, in not maybe in our kind of families, but in many families where there is this coaching, the school is going on in internet, the family has one mobile and it is going to not to the girl child. So this kind of research has been done, and I think that they have a lot of studies on Africa and other countries where this access to internet is much less for girls, and that is also depending on their financial, position. So all these things are of course important. We need to think about it, and I think I really look for a day when these things are, not there and we reach a real equality. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for reporting the activities. So, next is an interesting part, which is poster prize distribution. So this year we have an enthusiastic response, and we'll find the posters outside. So we wanted to give one first and two appreciations, but then we had a tie for first and both scored same marks. So anyways, we will just display the posters here. The winner posters. Yeah, so the topic was Stop Domestic Violence. And I start with, I would request Professor Deshpande to kindly give away the appreciation prize to Ms. Akansha Arora. She's here. So Akansha's, I will tell. So Akansha's is this. On the lower side, the right one is Akansha's poster. We did not place names for the sake of judgment, so not use that. Second is an appreciation prize for Pankaj Bagul. And I would request Professor Raju to kindly give away the prize. And Pankaj is a hand-made poster on the left, the lower one left. Beautiful depiction. Okay, so coming to two first prizes. One is Miss Shweta Pushpa Somishri, who is not here with us today. And if anybody can take on her behalf, I request Director Sir to please give away the certificate. Shweta is visiting. So yeah, Shweta's poster is first on the top. First poster on the top left is Shweta's poster. And the other first prize it goes to Jyoti Limbat from Registrar's Office, and I request sir to please give her the prize. So Jyoti's is also a handmade poster on the top right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Okay, so this is the Thanksgiving part, and I would like to request Richa to please give vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Pragya. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today to extend my sincere gratitude for your presence and active participation in this International Women's Day event. Your enthusiasm and support have made this occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, I would like to extend my gratitude and thanks to the speaker, Professor Anjana Vyas, Madam, who kindly and readily agreed to deliver the lecture. Thank you, Madam. Your insights and knowledge have enlightened us and will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on all of us. As you rightly said, Women's Day call for an action. It is us who we need to grab the opportunity and to take action. It reminds me of a poem by Robert Frost, Miles to Go Before I Sleep. Thank you, Madam. I would like to thank our director, Professor Anil Bhardwaj, for his support. Sir, your guidance, vision, and unwavering support have been instrumental in organizing the event. Thank you, sir. He is signaling me not to say more about him. Okay. I would like to thank Registrar Professor R.D. Deshpande. Thank you, sir, for all the positive feedbacks and mentorship. I also thank our Dean, Professor D. Palam Raju, for his constant support and motivation. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to the judges of the poster competition. Thank you for taking out the time and evaluating the posters for us. I express my gratitude to the Chair of Women's Cell, Professor Shubhavati Goswami, who has always been there in case of any hit, and also for her untiring support and guidance. Thank you, ma'am. And also the convener of the Women's Cell, Dr. Pragya Pandey. Thank you, Pragya, for taking a lot of responsibilities and managing it well. I would like to thank all the committee members of Women's Cell and IC who have contributed tirelessly for making this event successful. I also thank the cultural team who presented the performances today. Thank you for the wonderful performances. And also the participants of poster competition. I would like to mention the efforts of Ms. Jyoti Limbat and Mr. Pankaj from Registrar's Office in making the video which we saw a while back on the women of PRL. Thank you. I would also like to thank Director Office, Registrar's Office, Dean's Office, General Administration, Hindi Cell, Purchase and Stores, Accounts, Library, CNIT, CNG for extending all the support throughout this event. Finally, I would like to express my appreciation to all the attendees for their active participation, insightful questions, and valuable feedback. Your enthusiasm and engagement have made this event truly remarkable and memorable. Once again, I extend my sincerest thanks to everyone who have contributed to the success of this event, and I hope to see you all again in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Richa. So, concluding this event today, I would like to thank you all, and we can please have the outside. Thank you. We'll meet again next year. Thank you.